Alright guys, this is EJ Stuckey, but you know me as Lady J.Stine. Now play something on like news so you can listen to that. But I wanted to tell you about the next discussion that I was making. And you are never alone. Now, and you will never stand alone. Again, you are never alone and you will never stand alone. Now, ladies, this segment is about woman was not made to be by herself, nor was man. As you know, Adam was made first and Eve was made second. And I'm getting a little spiritual here, so bear with me. You will never stand alone, ladies, with a good man by you, by your side, who is always there for you and only you, loving you, liking you, embracing you, his queen. That's what you are. Embracing love all the time. Remembering now and forever, it will take a strong woman to be a great, beautiful person who knows the man that she is with will be there for her. Now, there's some confusion in the beginning of the relationship. It ain't for you. Now, take a time, like when it was bad, when a man really stepped into your life and you gave him his props for it. And it may have been a situation where you really need him. And at that time, he proved himself to be that man. But then over the years, it changed. And someone stepped in to love you the same exact way he has. You will never stand alone with a man who will do for you and knows God. And that man who stepped away and couldn't do no more, he didn't know God no more. So you found the man who do know God and still know God. And he will know what you need no matter what. You won't have to ask him. He will know what you need. Now, he can question you. Of course, a man will question you about something. But he will know it. Because men look at things with their eyes. They will figure it out with their eyes. And you really won't have to say anything. Your actions will speak louder than words. But you will not have to say nothing at all. Now, being a great woman myself, I am never, ever experienced, and I can honestly say about a man who don't know, and that is a man who don't know that you should never stand alone. Now, these ways now that these men have is questioned because they lost their self and they lost the sight of the Father in them. It's the image of the Father is in them, but they lost it. For some odd reason, they lost the faith and the hope of survival. And the nurturing part of their life, their mother didn't give them. So they had to make up for it in the mate that they chose. And that's where the issue starts, the dating from the past, because they did not have the mate, the correct mate, to do exactly the nurturing that they need. And the issues from the mother's womb, and it turned their lives around. So in some type of way, they either dated an older woman, and they're experiencing this. But in some cases, a man would have dated a woman his age or close to his age and then date an older woman later. And there is the nurturing part. And like I said, it starts from the womb. Your baby, and I say your baby. When I say your baby, that means the mother talking to her daughter and say, your baby got to be a real issue with you, because girl, you do not have what I had when I was young with you. And some women will say that, and not realizing when the daughter looks at the mother and says something like, Mom, I never seen you alone by yourself. I never seen you by yourself this long. And the mother will say to her, oh honey, the reason why I'm alone is because I'm waiting on for the right man. And I'm putting all my time in you. So when the right man do come, I can give all my time for him. The mother nurtures the son to prepare for life so he can take a wife, so that he can be smart when picking. But there got to be something about the heart of a mother who was willing to give up her life for her children. And in your hearts and my heart, lady, the baby in our womb will always come first before any man. So again, you are never alone. You are always with the Father. And remember, you got to hurt first in order to learn the lesson. You got to hurt first in order to learn the lesson. And the baby that you transfer, a transition from coming from the womb to an adult man or woman, it's going to be worth it, because that baby is going to show exactly how much you love them. And so you got to remember, standing alone, no, you're never standing alone. You are standing with God, raising your children. And remember that you are standing with God, raising your children. And it all starts in the womb.